I'm going to share a few thoughts about the grain market in 2016. Obviously, we've had 2 years of very favorable yields in the United States and really worldwide. What that has resulted in is a building up of inventories of corn, soybeans, and wheat. Corn and wheat inventories are at 14-year highs in the world. Soybeans are among the highest we've seen in the last 14 or 15 years. Another thing we're having problem with and giving us low prices is the strength of the U.S. dollar is making it hard for us to sell our exports of grains out into the world. So I think what we see in the grain outlook going into 2016 is that the odds favor relatively low prices of grains, and that those grains may be basically kind of in a sideways pattern of prices through the winter and maybe into early spring as we see definitions of perhaps weather in South America, and then as we see weather conditions in the United States forming next spring and next summer. So as we look at Eastern Corn Belt corn bids as an example, we think we're going to be in the higher $3 range to maybe something very low $4 this winter, with spring opportunities and summer opportunities in the low four to maybe as much as about $4.40. Those would be at ethanol bids. In the beans, we think we'll see higher $8 beans, maybe up to about $9.30, $9.35 this winter. And then unfortunately, I think we'll see dropping prices as we get into the South American crop in the late winter and into the spring. Now again, that will depend on weather in South America as well as the United States. I think it's also important to think not only about 2016, but a little bit longer. We look at futures markets going out to 2018, and we see corn prices basically getting priced in the very high $3 cash price up to around $4. So I think thinking about the next 2 to 3 years, trying to get your corn production cost down in the low $4 range, and in soybeans down in the very low $9 range makes a lot of sense. So a lot of tightness on prices, and they just simply aren't going to cover cost of production for many people in the Eastern Corn Belt.